G'day, you aspire from BADITUDE Rock and Roll. I'm up at the beautiful Blue Mountains, up at Woodford, at Studio Woodford. We're just laughing about it. I just spent 5 minutes trying to get it right. Studio Woodford with Kimm. Kimm, the owner. How are you, mate?
I'm great, thanks.
Wow, what a lovely man.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, we've been chatting for about the last, I don't know, hour or something. So,
Yeah.
one of these people that you just meet and just gel and, you know, I had no intention of coming here and doing any research into this place. It was all about getting to know Kimm and his studio just off the bat, just like you are right now. And I'm still discovering it. I don't think even we've talked music yet. We're talking about cars for about the last 45 minutes. But Kimm, great stuff, mate. Studio Woodford, here we are. How did it all come about?
My wife and I bought the studio as an empty building, and we were to build a house. It's got a great view out there.
Yep. And
we were going to build. We built a house, and we were going to live here, and this was going to be my toy room.
Yep.
My toy area, you know, my play area.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily about music back then. It was more about cars.
Yeah. You need a lot more room for your toys, mate. I can.
Yeah. Keeps me out of the pub.
That's it.
The old saying. But I'm blessed with a lot of good friends that are in music. And when they seen, it wasn't until 2020 that we actually got this building back for various reasons. And it wasn't till then that I shared it with a couple of mates and to brag about what I had to now build and play with. Yeah. And they said to me, it's too good to keep yourself, you've got to share it. Yeah.
So, mate's good for that, hey? Yeah. What your god's now mine. So they're basically saying, look, share it as like music. Like,
share it as music, as a studio, make it into a studio and share it. And, but it's not my industry. I have no, without bragging, I've built everything, made everything that's in here.
Oh, it's incredible. We'll show you later on. It amazes me.
But I don't, and I've wired everything up, and like every cable that's in here I put in it, and there's hundreds and hundreds of cables, there's hundreds of everything, as it turns out, but it's still not my, I can turn the lights on and unlock the doors. The technical side of it gets a bit difficult, you know. What I do, but I've met other guys since. In 2020, we gave it away. It was with COVID. Yeah. Can I tell you this? In 2020, we were to open, and by the time March hit, it was ready to roll. And COVID hit and everything closed. And we didn't really know, because we're not in this industry, we didn't really notice or know of the ramifications of everything.
There was big ramifications too.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses closed during that.
And it drifted through with friends coming through and saying, this is what's happened, and we've lost, people have lost jobs, 10 times, and one after the other. And my wife and I decided that maybe we should just give it away for the rest of the year. So we opened the place up and let it for free to just give bands somewhere to come and rehearse.
How great's that, Kimm? Fantastic.
And well, we're not after pats on the back. We just wanted to, and we met dozens of the nicest people. Yeah. One guy rang me and said that he wanted to come up, and he was an engineer, and he wanted to come up and help me set up. Have a look at the place first. Yeah. That's all he said. Just come and have a look at the place. And he turned up, Sam Troy was the guy's name, he's up at Blackheath. And he said to me, I said, so we got talking and that, and he said to me, it wasn't quite as elaborate as this, decoration-wise. Yeah. And he said to me, so, what's your background? And told him, and I said, so what's your background? He said, I work at 301. Well, that went, and I had no idea what 301 was. And he said, I work there. And he said, what I'd like to do is I'd like to work here with bands for nothing with you and help you set the place up and get people established and used. And so he's been, that was, I said to a mate of mine, Jimmy Douglas, so what's 301? And he went, mate, you don't know what 301 is. It's the biggest studio in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work it out myself.
Yeah, well, apparently it's where it used to belong to ABC. And it's where they do all movie scores and shit like that. And that's he contracts for them. But that's the sort of people we've met. And I could drop names of people that come here and help. Yeah. and that use the place.
Yeah.
And we've got maybe 5 or 7 guys that use the place regular, engineers, producers that use the place regular now, that have their own studios.
Yeah.
But they come here, capture the band, take it home and mix it. And
so that's I just love hearing these stories. I had no idea what to expect when I got here today, and just even hearing these stories now about people, you know, at high levels helping out, you know, at the lower level, you
just
know,
walking in
and Kimm was saying this before. Some of the bands that he has come in here, he has no idea why they're not famous, you know, because there's so many of these great musicians and bands, and solo artists, etc., running around. And I run a bit of a studio at night myself, and rehearsal studio, and you hear these other bands, and you think, how great is this, you know? So it's good to see that there's people out there that are willing to help them along and give them some quality stuff. You know,
it's for some of the bands that come here, like Sideshow Annie, they're like a two-way street for me. They come here and entertain us.
Yeah.
But the knowledge they bring, is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got his own studio.
Yeah.
Elliot Reynolds.
Yeah.
Do you know Elliot Reynolds?
No.
You should go see him.
Yeah.
He's clever, man. And another guy, Wade Jackson. He's done movies.
Okay.
Documentaries, and as well as he produces. He comes here and produces.
Yeah. So you got good quality people working from here. So if you're after to make, you've done EPs and all that here, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep. And CDs and all that. What Kimm was saying is before, a lot of them come here, record the music here, and take it away and mix at their own places.
Where they're professionals, and they've got their own professional studios, you know.
Yeah. But look, what I'm seeing here, and then we'll take you around again later on. I'm going to be showing you some snippets and what have you. But great place, really comfortable. As a musician, I'm going to tell you, you will love this place. And as someone of a hobbyist and liking how people can use their hands and build their own stuff, this place is just blowing me away. It's absolutely great. So,
Thank you.
having said that, we're going to have a look around. Are we, mate? You be right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Kimmy. Okay, so we're in the main rehearsal room, would you say? Or we set up there?
Yeah, we call it anything you want.
Yeah. And you built all this yourself?
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic, mate.
Built
I love all these little lights and all of that. A little bit fancy for me and some of the bands I'm in, but...
Well, I'm into steampunk.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like, you know what steampunk is?
No.
Okay. It's this is very mild steampunk, but it's old steam stuff, and this is like
pretty much like the breweries and all that are going for that look with all the old pipes and things like
pretty
that.
much. There's more to come, you know. I got too many projects.
Yeah.
So I'm busy in next door.
Yeah.
And when I'm not busy in next door, this is just taken. This evolved over like a 3 months period. I worked in here 5 to 7 days a week, building, like getting this. It was like working as a room, and then I started to redecorate and put all the pipework outside, and the pipework in here, and put the cameras up in here so we could see, you know, the engineer's room and the live room, because that's how we communicate.
Yeah.
And with this room, when they put all the mics in here,
got all the cameras and all the videos and all that in here, so you can talk to your engineers and your producers at the same time.
We can see microphones that have fallen off the.
Yeah.
You know, so drum kits is always the problem, you know.
Yeah.
Because it can be anything from 4 to 9 mics.
Yeah.
Hanging off a, you know, I don't get it. Like it's a bit overdone, but man, it's what they want and what they do, and etc. You know?
I just love, you probably heard Kimm mention before, out the back out there. I see what he does as for hobbies and as his work, and he's very, very, as humble as he is and as beautiful he is, he's very, very hands-on with everything, and he has built everything here. It's absolute credit to you. And I just would love to work in here myself, actually, bring the band up here one day and do some recording, would be great. Let's move on to the next room.
Sure.
Okay, now we're in the hub room. This is where it all happens. This is where your engineers and your producers come in to do their work. As we were discussing before, we've got all the security cameras here so they can talk inside with all the musicians as we go along. And I just love all these little brackets and things like this that Kimm has made, you know, for all the equipment and just, I can tell you right now I'm getting a stack of ideas, and I don't know whether that was the purpose of this interview or not, but I love even down to the guitar wall mounts, all handmade, you know, absolute beautiful place. Do you can tell me about this?
Well, it's
you made the desk too, didn't you?
Yeah, it's yellow tongue. You know, the yellow tongue,
Yep.
flooring. It's just a sheet of that, and it'd be 200 cables under there, and yeah, hard drives and all sorts of things. I made these boxes. These weigh.
Yep.
Elliot said to me, they've got to be heavy, you know,
got to be solid,
screwed to the floor, so they're 25 kilos each.
Well, so that's something I just learned.
So they don't move.
Yeah.
Just no, I can't lift them.
Yeah. I've been studying a little bit on it, and I knew I was going to have the stands, but that's a nice little bit of information.
He said ideally they go through to the floor, and I thought, no, bugger that.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, they're 25 kilos each, and they're covered in leather, and just so they look neat and tidy. And
so what you can do, bit of imagination.
2 days work.
Yeah. Oh, 2 days more than what I've got. Anyway, on to the next room. Okay, so now we're in the green room. We're set up in here. Obviously, you've got to have these places in studios where the band can sit down, have a bit of a talk, discuss things, have a blue. We should have a fighting room. We've got a fighting room out the back.
What's in there?
in the isolation room. Yeah, there are plenty of other rooms around here. We'll just have a look at some of the equipment around the side here. There's plenty of things to use. There's plenty of snares. There's all different types of mics. So if you want to experiment with your sound while you're here, that's not a problem. Kimm, we were sitting down here before talking off camera and all that. I've got to tell you, this guy's got some really good stories, and we probably won't discuss them on here, and not because they're bad or anything like that. It's just, you know, try to keep a few things personal. But trust me, if you do come up here, have a talk to Kimm and get to know him, and ask him about some of the things on the walls, ask him about some of his decorations, and get to know him, because it's been an absolute thrill, mate. I've absolutely wrapped in what I've seen today. Yeah. Really beyond my expectations. I thought I'd come here and have a look at the studio and give it a wrap for local people to use, because that's what we're all about. But, mate, brilliant stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Kimm, from all the musicians and everyone else in the music industry out here in the West for thinking how you do and helping us all out.
You're welcome.
It's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Terrific. We're out here, Studio Woodford, with Kimm. I've got to get that right, Studio Woodford with Kimm. You'll have a look on the bottom here. That's all your Facebook page. You haven't got a web page, just a Facebook?
No, just Facebook.
Yeah, just Facebook page. So if you need get some stuff done, get up here. Meet Kimm, absolute legend. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Rock and roll.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, that's it. Kimmy, you know what I think? Everyone does this when I do this. Kimmy, t-shirt for you, mate.
Unreal.
BADITUDE t-shirt.
Jeez, I
enjoyed.
I have it to tent.
No way. I think it's a 2 extra large, mate. You'll be fine.
It'd be like a tattoo.
Love you, brother.
You too, Vic. Thanks for the day.